Mosh Mosh und herzlich willkommen zurück zu Silvarius Storytimes Memories of Celceta. Und wir haben einen neuen Charakter kennengelernt, das heißt, wir schlauen wieder in unser schönes Büchlein. Ozma, a resident of Silray, and the last surviving member of his people tasked with caring for the Spardas. He is well respected by his fellow villagers for his passion and Dedication. Ich weiß nicht mal, was eine Detection ist, aber Dedication, ja. So. Und damit herzlich willkommen zurück zu Memories of Celceta. Ich drehe nochmal eben kurz den Sound ein bisschen runter und dann kann es losgehen. Die Investigation beginnt in Silray. Das scheint ja die Stadt zu sein. Silray. Und da werden wir jetzt, genau, Silray Village. Da werden wir jetzt die Investigation starten und rausfinden, wer den scheiß Fluss vergiftet hat, denn das ist nicht sehr nett. Und die Spardas sterben davon, das wollen wir nicht. Das sind tolle Tiere. Besonders das Baby-Sparda. I heard you investigating the poisoning of the river. Well, try not to cause too much trouble while you're doing it. Especially you with your wet hair. Most people here still suspect you, myself included. So if you Rassismus, if you so much as look at one of us funny, we're not going to show you any mercy. You got that? Ja, sehr nett. Danke für den Hinweis. This frog seems afraid to go back into the river. Can't say I blame him. I mean, there's always a chance someone might poison it again. Ja, stimmt. Rabbit. Poke it. Oh, mag er nicht. It seems offended. Schade. The river dyed crimson. A horrifying sight. The river dyed crimson? I take it you're not talking about the setting sun or anything like that, are you? The color of blood is the color of death. Yet, no one was hurt. Our only salvation. So that means the poison was red. Can't imagine how much you need to dye a whole river through. It lasted mere moments, but the river was stained red. As far as the eye could see. The source was upstream. All that remained were the corpses of the fish. We know not when the river will be pure once again. Thus the man cannot fish. That does sound pretty tough. Where the fishermen, okay? The ones who were out on the water when the poison first showed up. Fortunately, they noticed quickly there were no casualties. Several fishermen who had come into contact with the substance did fall ill, but all of them have made a full recovery since. Our only salvation? The Spardas were uninjured too. A large amount of poison coming from upstream. We might be dealing with a bigger disaster than I thought. Ne, hier kommen wir her. Ozma, you're wasting your time if you think they're going to be able to prove their innocence. That redhead there is the culprit. Nothing will change that. Do you have any evidence to back that claim, rival? Of course! The poison came from upstream, right? And upstream is dwelling of the Spardas. Oh, so this sacred beast live upstream? But how does that prove adults the culprit? Because no one from the village would dare to go upstream and approach the sacred beast dwelling. Not unless They were one of Ozuma's tribesmen, anyway. But there's only one of those left, and it's Ozma himself. So the only one who could have gone upstream to poison the river from there would be an outsider, and those are in pretty short supply. Is that all you've got on me? Of course you're playing innocent. It's pretty much all you've got left. Naturally, there's plenty more evidence than just that. You were asking about the sacred beasts dwelling, you know? Yeah, he's like that. If there's something new and exciting to explore, he wants to explore it. It's in his nature. Say what you want. He still didn't. Don't you have any shame at you at all? You could spare yourself a lot of embarrassment if you just confess. I've said all I have to say. I don't want to talk to you any longer. Go away and never return. Man, Adol, you really don't seem to be popular around here. Guess you do stick your nose in everybody's business. True, so it's not really any surprise. I heard you're trying to find the one who poisoned the river. I don't want to believe you did it. To believe you did it. And Cecily doesn't either. So I hope... Oder Cecily doesn't either. So I hope you can find the real criminal. Oh, schön, dass auch noch Leute an uns glauben. Oh, at all. Good luck with your investigation. I refuse to believe anyone with whom Ozma developed such kindship could ever think of poisoning our river. So I believe in you, Adol. I don't know. I know you didn't. Do it. Do it. Just do it!
The elders say, I say we're not allowed to play in the water for a while. I'm so bored.
You really don't like the kind of person who poisoned the river, but I suppose I'll just have to wait and see how your investigations goes. Okay, also einige Leute glauben nicht daran, dass wir das getan haben. Einige Leute sind davon überzeugt, dass wir es getan haben. Just as every time. Hier ist der Shop. Was können wir denn hier kaufen? Oh, Waffen. Bronze Age. Bronze Age Deluxe. Ich würde mal sagen, wir kaufen Bronze Age Deluxe. Das ist paralysiert. Das ist ganz nice. So. Sharkfin Deluxe natürlich. Der ist für Ozma, ne? Aber den hat er wahrscheinlich schon. Scale Mail Deluxe. Die kaufen wir zweimal. So. Mehr haben wir momentan nicht. Exchangen können wir Sachen. Ja, wir können zum Beispiel hier das machen. Silbererz wandeln. Das können wir auch wieder umwandeln. Dann können wir wieder Silbererz herstellen. Greenstones können wir auch ein paar herstellen. Kostet uns auch nichts. Schön, dass es nichts kostet. Und die kann man dann wieder verkaufen. Study Lumber, Fresh Leaf, Marlflower. Oh Gott, davon haben wir so viele. Libra Flower, Cheetonüsse. Paro Fruit, Raider Fruit. Okay. Und jetzt ein bisschen Zellen. Zählen wir doch ein bisschen was von. Den haben wir noch 4. Den haben wir 19. Das heißt, da könnten wir schon wieder ordentlich. Hier von den Strutty Bones können wir zum Beispiel ein paar zählen. Vom Strutty Hide können wir ein bisschen was zählen. Hier können wir ein bisschen was zählen. Guck mal, da geht richtig gut, geht das doch. Poisonous Origins. Müssen wir uns nie Sorgen machen. Ja, das her behalte ich. Das sieht nach wertvollen, seltenen Scheiß aus. Die anderen Sachen kriegen wir halt relativ schnell wieder. Plant Materials. Wenn sie noch verkauft haben. So viel wert sind die gar nicht. Die Malflowers auch nicht. Wobei ich habe die ja exchanged in irgendwas anderes, aber in irgendwas, was ich wohl nicht verkaufen kann. Ach doch, Whittled Flower, ne? Damaged Lumber. Ja, das ist ja nichts wert. Aber das hier ist ein bisschen was wert. Kann ich hier irgendwie refinen? Ne. Okay. Das ist eine Schmiede, ne? Sieht zumindest sehr danach aus. Whale Forging in Celery. Beast and plant materials reforged. Blacksmith allows you to reforge weapons and armors using beast and plant materials. A single beast and plant material. Ach du Scheiße, okay. Das hätten wir vorher wissen können. Geben wir erstmal die Scale Mail. So. Und dann Reinforce. Okay. Alles -1. Oh, das würde ganz schön einiges bringen. Das würde es auf +7 heben. Ein Stärkepunkt mehr. Aber dafür ein bisschen Feuerschaden. Ein Silver Ingot würde es halt auf +3 heben mit ein bisschen mehr Schaden. Ich würde sagen, machen wir mal das. Und dann nehmen wir nochmal das. 10 zu heben. Ja, wann geht das auf über +13? Sehr seltsam. Wahrscheinlich mit dem Material. Die Scale Mail muss man auf jeden Fall noch ausbauen. So. Dann kriegt Dogi auch nochmal seine. Scheiße, wir haben keine Materialien mehr. Na gut, kriegt Dogi seine nicht. Aber hier können wir noch ein bisschen. Eine. Genau zu sein. Shit. Alles klar. Cell brauchen wir nichts. Aber wir können noch einen. Einen können wir noch. Einen können wir noch. So. Alles klar. You really don't look like the kind of guy who poisoned the river. But I just have to wait for you to prove you're innocent, I guess. Don't let us down, okay? Get out of my way, I'm busy. If you wanna order anything, tell Siru. Alles klar, der mag uns wohl nicht. Man kann nichts ihm verdenken. Looks like Siru hard at work again today. But the damned Hakan keeps getting in my way, so I can't stare at her.
I mean, get lost, poisoner! I'm not gonna help a baddie like you go away!
Ich bin aber gar kein Baddie. It's so boring when we can't go out and fish. All you do is grumble about not being able to go fishing. If you got time to grumble, spend it sorting out what I'm going to eat instead. I would if I could, but what am I supposed to do? How long's been since the poison first appeared in the river anyway? Oh, it's you. I see. You're investigating the poisoning with Ozma. Well, go on, Rainer. Answer the question. Right. The poison first appeared in the river about 10 days ago, I think. 10 days. Quite a while ago, then.
Is that all you have to say?
What?
You're missing the most important detail.
It happened immediately after this red-haired swordsman here left the village. But... Really? Yeah, and he disappeared without telling anyone where he was going, or even telling anyone that he was leaving. How could we not suspect him? There's a mountain of evidence in place implicating him in this. Gotta admit, I see your point. Still, the evidence against Adol is purely circumstantial. We cannot prove his guilt any more than his innocence. We must continue our investigation. Hier haben wir schon gesprochen. Hier waren wir, glaube ich, auch schon drin, ne? You intend to find the real culprit? Well, investigate for as long as you like. But if you can't find another culprit, you had best be prepared for the consequences.
Gazok said he used to live in the forest all on his own. But he said it was before I was born, so that's all I know. If we can't get any fish to eat, then I'll have to... No, what am I thinking?
What are they thinking? Keine Ahnung. Naja, sie denkt wahrscheinlich darüber nach, die Pickups zu essen.
No. Oh, Adol. It's great to see you. Didn't think you came back here.
Who might you be?
My name's Gazok. Wait, you're not serious, are you? You didn't forget me, did you?
Actually, yeah, he forgot you, for sure. Adol and Dun explained the situation to Gazok.
You lost your memories? I see. That's terrible.
Ah, you're a lot more understanding than the other villagers.
Well, Adol and I became good friends when he last stopped by. I can't believe people suspect
you'd poison the river. I know you never do such a thing.
I wish there were something I could do to help. But I've spent so much of my time in the forest lately, I doubt anyone's going to believe any defense I could put together.
In the forest? What were you doing there?
One of Gazok's interests is exploring old ruins.
Yep. I lived in the forest all by my lonesome, until a few decades ago. I got pretty used to it.
Really?
You're kidding, man!
You must be pretty tough to have survived in a place like that for so long.
Wow, but of course. That's why people call me Gazok the Strong. Oh, but don't let me hold you up.
Looks like you've got more important things to do
than stand around and chit-chat.
We apologize for taking up your time as well.
Come on, let's back to asking around.
Ich wünschte, Gazok könnte uns irgendwie helfen, aber er scheint ja irgendwie der Einzige zu sein, der fest an unserer Unschuld glaubt und der auch weiß, dass wir es nicht getan haben. Ah, okay. I think we got enough information to start with at last. Let's go through what we know and see if we can sort it out, okay? First, let's see. When did the villagers first notice the poison? After I left. Yeah. They noticed it just after you left Selray, and that's why you're getting blamed for it. Next question is, how did they notice it? The river was dyed red. Yeah, seems whatever was in there colored water red. Must been a hell of a thing to see. And where did the poison originate from? Upstream. Yeah, that's right. And if it came from upstream, it must have come
from somewhere outside of Selray. Alright at all. If you add all that together, who stands out as the mostly likely culprit? It was me. It had to be. It was someone from a village. It wasn't a person at all.
Come on.
That wouldn't make sense, would it? This village needs fish to survive. Would a person, fisherman, no, anything. It wasn't a person after all. What leads you to that conclusion? It makes sense when you think about it. You'd need a wall of lot of poison to dye an entire river red. And if it came from upstream, that would mean someone poured it into the river from somewhere outside the village. No way anyone can lug that much poison through monster-infested woodlands. Not on their own, like it all would have been. I mean, I'm not saying it'd be impossible to poison the river from upstream, but to dye a whole river red? Not likely. It does seem rather implausible. So your conclusion then is that the culprit may be a natural occurrence or a creature? At all? And you said your name was Darren, yes? Could I ask you to come with me? I feel sick. And all, I can't believe you're okay with all this trashing. Is that a bird? Lucky thing up there, all graceful while we're stuck down here on these things. Das ist kein Bird, das ist eine Flugmaschine. Oder eine Nachricht oder so. Das ist etwas, das den Fluss vergiftet. Oh crap, is that poison? Sure, looks that way. Looks just like what they described in Selray. Isn't it harmful to the spiders? This should be far enough. At all, I feel I must apologize to you. What? Why now? That's a good question. Why now?
Yes.
That's it. That is why I brought you here. I know the culprit that poisoned the river. Really? So why did you keep quiet about all this time? My reason hardly makes up for all that you've been through. As you suspect, the poison was not put into the river by a human. Rather, it was the spiders themselves who befolded the water. What? Far upstream lies a spider breeding ground. I'm almost certain that they are responsible for the incident.
Hold on.
Hold on. Aren't the spiders sacred beasts? What kind of sacred beast goes around in poisoning rivers? The spiders raised in Selray are not able to do so. Wild spiders, however, are known to secrete a poisonous substance when they become excited or scared. Seriously? Why didn't you tell us before? I'm truly sorry. The people of my tribe have raised spiders for ages, all the while obeying the ancient laws pertaining to them. And those laws forbid us from telling others the secrets of the spider. This includes the fact that white spiders bear poison. So, your reason for bringing us all the way out here was to keep anyone else from hearing you. Does that mean something like this has happened before?
No.
As far as I am aware, this quantity of poison has never been found in the river prior to now. Those not of my tribe are forbidden to approach the wild spider's breeding ground, and have been for as long as I know. I was told that this was to avoid angering them, but of course protecting their secrets was also of the utmost concern. What could have caused this?
Sadly, I have no answer to that. I would have to go upstream and investigate the matter myself in order to find out. While I realize it is quite brazen of me to ask for a favor after causing you so much trouble, I would be most appreciative if the two of you would come with me. Why? Der verbirgt noch irgendwas. Right. So, can you remind us where we're going? As you wish. The wild spider's breeding ground is situated south of Selray. On that drawing you call a map, it would be about there. Here, I believe. So as long as we follow the river south, we'll be there in no time. Doesn't seem too far from here. Indeed, the entrance is situated near a waterfall basin. It is difficult to miss. I have told the villagers that we are continuing the investigation. Make sure you are properly equipped for the perils that await before leaving the village. Alright, then let's do this. Osman joined the party. Jetzt haben wir ihn dabei. Können wir mal gleich mal gucken, was er kann. Ja, war mir klar, dass er beides hat. Das haben wir mittlerweile verstanden. Skills hat er noch nicht ausgerüstet wahrscheinlich. Doch, der hat 2 Skills und der hat auch ausgerüstet. Wunderbar. Gut, dann würde ich sagen, machen wir hier kurz einen kleinen Break und wir sehen uns dann gleich wieder. Frühschampfen, froh sein, bis gleich rein. Euer Silvarius, be right back. Au! And out.